What is up, people? Welcome back. I need to talk about Nndm, ticker symbol Nndm. I just found an absolutely insane number on Yahoo Finance. It's about the company's projected revenue growth for next year, and if Nndm achieves that number in 2022, I definitely think that Nndm stock will hit $50 by the end of next year. Obviously, you will get to see that in a minute, and also in this video I'm gonna show you the top 10 institutional investors of this company with some of the recent transactions. Okay, before I go, let me say this: I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I say on this video should not be taken as financial advice. You have to do your own research before you invest. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I use 3 trading apps to invest my money. That's Trading 212, Free Trade, and Stick. All the links are down in the description and in comment section. If you sign up through the links, you could get a free share worth up to hundreds of pounds, so make sure to check that out, guys. And as always, investing early is the way to become rich. Okay, so I believe most of you are familiar with Yahoo Finance. Nndm closed Friday with over 3% gain, which is great. The market cap currently stands at $1.5 billion, and a bit down here if I click on earnings. Then right over here you can see the revenue projection for Nndm in 2022 is $41.2 million. This year's revenue estimate is $5 million, and if Nndm hit $41 million in revenue next year, it's gonna be absolutely insane, 724% revenue growth year over year. And like I said, if Nndm achieves that, I think stock will hit $50 at least by the end of next year. Obviously, you can see the number of analysts is only one, so these are all based on his projections. Okay, so now let's see who this crazy analyst is. Okay, so after some research, I found the analyst to be Robert F. Abbott from Seeking Alpha. He's only got 1 star. He's ranked 6,000 out of 8,000 bloggers on TipRanks. His success rate is 50%. And his average return is negative 1.9%. And yes, Nndm is right down in his buy list. He's got 1 rating on Nndm. So he rated Nndm as a buy when the stock was trading around 13.55 back in February. Okay, since then the stock is down more than 50%. So Nndm is a stock which is merely covered by any Wall Street analyst. And I can see that Robert has published a couple of bullish articles on Nndm in Seeking Alpha. But among those articles, I cannot find anywhere, the crazy revenue growth of 724% to, $41.2 million for 2022. So I don't even know how Yahoo Finance has it in their website. I cannot find any evidence to support that number anywhere in the internet. Okay, so now let's have a look at the company's top 10 institutional owners. Okay, so you can see 23.07% of total shares are held by institutions, and these are all reported at the end of June this year, which is the end of second quarter. Of course, the top institutional investor of Nndm is ARK Invest. They have over 16 million shares worth so nearly $135 million. And on second place, it is BlackRock. They have over 4.5 million shares of Nndm worth over $37 million. BlackRock is one of the world's largest investment management company. They control the assets worth over $9 trillion. So the third on the list is Steady Street Corporation. They have over 4.4 million shares worth over $37 million. It is also one of the world's largest financial service company. It controls the assets worth over $3 trillion. Okay, so next on the list is Renaissance Technology. They have over 2.9 million shares of Nndm worth over $24 million. And this hedge fund controls the assets worth over $165 billion. So the next on the list is Susquehanna International Group. They have over 2.7 million shares worth over $22 million. And they are also one of the biggest investment company which controls the assets worth over $612 billion. So the next is Capital Fund Management. They have 2.9 million shares of Nndm worth over $19 million. Another one is Jane Street Group. They have 2.2 million shares of Nndm worth over $18.8 million. Morgan Stanley, we all know, currently owns 2 million shares of Nndm worth over $16 million. Mitsubishi UFJ, they currently have 1 million shares of Nndm worth over $8 million. And on the number 10, it is Taylor Frigan Capital Management. They have 668,000 shares of Nndm worth over $5.5 million. And you can see here all the recent transactions by institutions. Right here you can see Morgan Stanley. They increased their position on Nndm by 142.6%. And this transaction was made on 23rd of August, which is this month. Their total shares currently worth $16.5 million. Another big one right down here, you can see Bank of America. They increased their position by 600%, okay? And their transaction was made on 16th of August. And on 16th of August, again, State Street Corporation, they increased their position by 60%, okay? Their total shares currently worth $37 million, and I think they are the third top institutional investor on Nndm. Another one right down here on 13th of August, Renaissance Technology. They actually sold almost half of their position, okay? And now they currently have, shares worth of $24 million. That is a massive decrease. So the last one I want to talk about is BlackRock. They increased their position on Nndm by 919%, and it was made on 11th of August. Their total shares currently worth over $37 million. BlackRock is the second biggest institutional investors of Nndm currently. Okay, so now you know that most of the institutional investors of Nndm, by far the number one is Cathie Wood and ARK Invest. So it is also good to know that we have some of the world's biggest hedge fund and institutions still invested in Nndm: BlackRock, State Street Corporation, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America. In my opinion, it is still low, okay? Only 23% of the total shares are owned by institutions, but that number will definitely grow in the future as we have seen in the past. Okay, so finally, if that number on Yahoo Finance is legit, the next year will be epic for Nndm and its investors. But like I said earlier, I did not find any evidence to support that number, so for now, it is nothing more than just a big speculation. And that being said, it is now time to close the video. Thank you for watching until the end. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. Invest safely as always, and see you in the next video.